What's happening?
Trying to catch Mindy. That's what I'm doing.
That's right. I'm trying to catch Mindy. She's been on absolute fire here. All right, here we go. College hoops tonight. Bethune Cookman hosting Grambling. Grambling favorite, total 137.5.
Yeah, you don't even need to turn the channel. This one's on YouTube. So check it out right here on YouTube. That's where Bethune Cookman has a lot of their broadcasts, most of them, if I'm not mistaken. Bethune Cookman on YouTube tonight against first place Grambling. What a season for the Tigers, Tony. They haven't looking for their 20th victory. They haven't won 20 games since 1980. So Grambling, they've had some years. Dante Jackson's in his sixth year, and he just put a good number up a couple years ago, coming out of the pandemic. And Bethune Cookman, led by Reggie Theus, they're 11-18, but I think Cookman can stay in this one. Grambling, they're right now in a battle for the league title with Alcorn. Alcorn won the only meeting between the two this year, 63-60, but Grambling has won 6 straight, 9 of their last 10. They've got a great defense, one of the best in the nation, but Southern coming in hot, pretty hot for them. They've won 2 straight. They're 11-18 overall. They're 8-2 against the number at home and 9-2 against the number in their last 11. They're also 11-5-1 against the spread against teams above 500. Grambling did win the first meeting between these two, 76-70 as a 10.5-point favorite back on January 7th. Now, you might have gotten a chance, if you haven't seen Grambling, they played in that widely publicized game at the All-Star game. They played Southern U in a game that was, I don't know, practically on all the channels at the same time. ESPN2, TNT, I think they were on all the channels. And so you got a chance to see them. They beat Southern 69-64. Then they came back and beat Florida A&M 69-55. They led that one by 14 points early. Stayed in Florida yesterday. Had a nice day, I'm sure, getting ready for this one against Cookman. Now, Cookman also beat Southern, interestingly, 60-53, and before that they beat Alabama State. They have had a 3-game winning streak earlier this season. They also, will note, they lost to Alcorn at home by just 2 points about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So you have Grambling coming in here. Yes, maybe they're a little better than Alcorn, but how much better? Those two teams currently tied atop the SWAC standings, as I said, at 12-3. So I think that Cookman, a pretty good spread team, can stay in here against Grambling. Grambling playing well, man. They're allowing just 63 points per game and allowing 38.5% shooting, pretty strong. So, man, I think that for Cookman, the number is what I'm looking at. I mean, I think Grambling can probably get this win. They're averaging nearly 69 points per game, but I think Cookman can stay in here and get the money. Now, Grambling does have likely Player of the Year candidate and Cam Krista. They also have a Cartier Gordon, who was with St. Louis several years ago, and they ended up, I think, at somewhere in Florida, not a D1 school. He's playing in Florida. Decided to transfer to Grambling. It's been a pretty good deal for Grambling and for Gordon for sure. So I'm going to rely on some of these Cookman players: Zion Harmon, Marcus Garrett, and Kevin Davis. I've got Cookman hanging in here, Tony. Maybe they can get enough points to get it done against Grambling's tough defense. Cookman has gone over in 10 of their last 12 games, and looking at a total here in the high 130s. So to me, it indicates 7.5 points, maybe a little too many. I'm going to have to take Cookman in this one to hang in there with Grambling today.
All right, Ramon here on Bethune Cookman plus 7.5 here against Grambling. Of course, Cookman's one of those teams that has covering as underdogs. They have a lot of losses, but they cover a lot of these games they lose. That's one thing that caught my attention. Of course, with Bethune Cookman, the shooting though has got to be a little more consistent. We've seen some brutal shooting performances in the mid 30s in some of these games, but they do defend as well. Of course, Grambling has, as we talked about here, coming in here off of a 6-game win streak, and of course, I know Reggie Theus does have his hands full not only at Bethune Cookman. I think he wears a lot of hats over at that school.
Where can he go now? Where I don't want to say it like that. I mean, he's found another spot to work. So they only had 9 wins last season, so they have improved somewhat. But yeah, I like those spread numbers when I've got a home dog. And again, I just equate it to the fact that they lost to Alcorn by 2 points. Grambling and Alcorn tied for first. Yes, I think Grambling is the better team than Alcorn, but they only had the one meeting, so we'll see. This campaign's not over. They've got 3 games left in the SWAC still to
Yeah.
go, so they're not wrapping up this week. So all these games are crucial, but there's still games left for Grambling, and they have spent the weekend in Florida. It's a little bit different in the SWAC certainly. So Grambling comes down and plays the two. The Florida they played the Florida A&M in that game, as I mentioned, on Saturday. Stay in Florida on Sunday, hang out, and then play Cookman. So I think that is a recipe for the home cover for me.
That's right. Of course, Theus is also the AD there at Bethune Cookman. Bethune Cookman plus 7.5 against Grambling. This one will have a start time of 7:30 Eastern time. Right, Ramon? Let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Flash the records up there. 3,296 units of profit for Ramon over for the last 3 days. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can verify that by going to Ramon's handicapper page on our site. Go down to pick history. You can see all the plays up there. We got NHL on the board as well as college basketball and NBA. What do you have going on over at the site?
Discount 5-pack in college basketball, Tony. I'm hanging out tonight, mostly in the MEAC. Also action on the main board as well. So pick up that 5-pack. Reduced price, $30, 5 plays from Red Hot Ramon Scott. Talking myself in the third person nowadays with this record. So why not? And also pick up my NHL Monday night discount best bet tonight. My best play in the NHL. Mindy and I had a couple of games that we agreed on the morning steam, and also in 2 games in pro basketball. Not sure I'm going to find a pro play. I'd like to. When you're hot, want to fire, but got 6 plays locked in for tonight on the site. Just keep the winning going right now. It's me, Tony, right now. It's not a matter of finding the premiums. It's knowing what the premiums are in nearly every game. I don't know. That's how I can describe it as far as the streak I'm on right now. Take a look at the numbers, and you'll see we're fully documented here at Tony's Picks on the site, third-party documentation, and Mindy and I just putting up. I don't know how to describe monster numbers when it comes to sports betting, sports handicapping, hitting pretty big numbers this year so far since the first of the year and over the last 30 days as well. So just appreciate all the support, appreciate all the viewership also on the morning steam. Tony, yesterday we cracked another top day as far as our live viewership is concerned. So that's important to Mindy and I. It seems, trivial a little bit when you're talking about the type of viewership that we have. But for us, it's a big, big deal, and I know it is for you as well. So we're going to keep it going on the morning steam tomorrow. But right now, just 5 plays, Tony, that 5-pack in college basketball. I know it's already got bought up several times today, so let's get after it with the winners. Hopefully you guys are doing just as well out there here when you watch Game Day Picks, picking up the free winners, maybe in our Discord, picking up winners for yourself. And, don't need a tout, but if you do, Mindy and I are a good place to start. Just check out the records around the internet. Yeah, there's some pretty hot cappers out there right now, but certainly Mindy and I are right up there with all the other ones that are at the top of the charts on these leaderboards. I don't know if you can combine 2 handicappers though on any of these sites that are putting up the numbers combined like Mindy and I right now. Tony, if you look at those records over the last 30 days now. We're close to 7 dimes in those $100 plays between the two of us. That's obscene. So if you need winners, I think we got some nice packages for you tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off those premium pick packages for tonight's action, or for those long-term packages as well. Keep talking about how we're getting into conference tournaments. We know that conference tournaments start tonight in the A-Sun. So Mindy and I already have a play up in one of those games, and uh, action is going to be firing this week with conference tournaments. Get exciting here. To me, when all the conference tournaments are up going on, that's almost better than the NCAA tournament when you have so many games and so many eliminations every day. Fun times here as we approach March, just a couple days away.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon's got over at Tony's Picks. Put those numbers up again. 3,296 units of profit. Last 3 days. That's all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. As Ramon was mentioning tonight, over on the board tonight, a discount a 5-pack up there on the board. $30 a profit guarantee, forwardly priced. Of course, it means it must turn a profit. Where the amount you purchase is credit back to your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Also, the NHL Monday Fit. This is a $15 premium. His best bet from the NHL is up on the board as well. So get on board with it with Ramon Scott. But instead of buying the plays individually, the way Ramon's running, consider that 1 month all sports pass. You get all Ramon's premium plays here for 30 days. That includes all his NBA, all his NHL. He does dabble into MMA. So if he has UFC, Bellator plays, that's also part of it. Also may dabble into soccer and tennis. That may be part of it as well. We'll see about exhibition baseball. We are documenting that, so there's a lot of options there for you. But again, you get all of Ramon's premium plays here from college basketball. We got the remainder of the regular season here. Also, all the conference tournaments are covered in that third day, as well as the NCAA tournament, all the way to the end of the Elite Eight. So when we whittle this tournament down to 4 teams, that's when this 30-day all sports pass will expire. So really good coverage here. Bulk of the tournament with that 30-day pass. Loads of college hoops. So get on board. We're going to save you $66 right now when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon. Got in another show in today on the morning steam, all the pro coverage, of course, select games from college basketball as well up there. And of course, we can catch you as well monitoring that Discord.
Yeah, log on at Tony's Picks Ramon. Pick up my social media winner today. It's also coming to you in the SWAC between Texas Southern and Alcorn State. Pick up more SWAC action with my other video. I'm all about the SWAC on these videos today, Tony. I got my sponsor video today in the game between Southern U and Florida A&M, talking about a team that we saw in that HBCU Classic, Southern U taking on Florida A&M, and I got another play coming in the leaderboard video where I talk about who's on top of the handicapper leaderboards. It's Mindy and I, just a little, preview.
There you go.
A little spoiler alert. Prairie View A&M and Jackson State is my leaderboard video for today. So, we know what we have to offer here now that we're getting to conference tournaments. Some of the regular season's wrapping up. Low card here today as far as, we got SWAC and MEAC action on the extra board. You've got those Big 12 games, that ACC game and Mountain West and Big Sky, definitely a big topic here today with those games. Pick up my extra plays, my free plays here, if you will, if you don't want to pay for my plays. You try to get you some other plays too. We do got to pick it up a little bit on the morning steam, Tony. We're kind of flatlining a little bit. We're still in the profit this year, but Mindy and I, we got to get that show going a little bit. We're happy with the viewership, happy everybody's winning. Maybe I should be listening to Mindy a little bit more when it's my turn to make the pick, and maybe we'd be a little bit hotter, right? Maybe even hotter right now, but still great show over there, previewing the games every day. And it's going to be important, I think, because I think we'll try to, touch on conference tournament games, and those are kind of the toughest to follow a lot of times, because don't know who won the night before if you're not paying too close attention. So try to touch on those a little bit too during the show when it's conference tournament time. Fun times ahead.
That's right, guys. That's a lot of content from Ramon over on our site at Tony's Picks. The leaderboard video, just click the Premium Picks tab at the top, and that'll take you right over to the leaderboard video. Back to the home page, you just scroll down a little bit, just past the pick ticker, you'll find our sponsored video up there for Ramon Scott. So check him out there as well. Lots of content there for Ramon with the free picks there on the site, as well as on the Twitter account at Tony's Picks Ramon. You'll find his social media pick up there as well. And of course, don't forget to check out Ramon over on the Discord. Lots of conversation. The conversation continues on our Discord. As you know, so we've talked about in the previous segment, lots of content here from the community. A lot of the folks here that contribute to the folks that you see right here in the chat room, because we pretty much advertise this only to our live show audience. So we got close to 70. I think we're building up close to 70 now. So everybody pretty much knows each other. We haven't really expanded more than that. I kind of like the fact that it's just our live show audience in this Discord. We'll see how we go moving forward if we pull on all our videos. But right now we're with the live show audience. Lots of content, content from our contributors with their props, player props in there as well. We may see some preseason baseball, exhibition baseball people were asking about. You can check that in there. Maybe that would be some spots where you'll find some of that information there. So check us out there on the Discord. Butterscotch is in there as well. He'll hit the people up in the Discord as well. So check us out there in the Discord. Click the link that you see there in the live chat and get in right now. It's just so far the folks from the live chat, that's about the only place we're putting this on. So it's a good time to check it out. Of course, find him over at Tony's Picks Ramon, again, for Ramon's social media play. All right, Ramon, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thank you, Tony.
You got it. Ramon Scott here on